Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to change an air filter on a 2021 Yamaha XT250. So to start, I went ahead and bought an air filter. I bought this on eBay. You could also buy it from the dealership. I paid $20. I'm unsure if that's a fair price, but here's the box with the part numbers. All you need for this job is a Phillips screwdriver as well as an 8mm socket. So if we come to the back of the bike and come to the rear, to remove the top seat, there's just these two 8mm bolts. So we have 1 and 2, so I'm going to go ahead and put a ratchet on there and twist those out. As you can see there, I removed those 2 bolts. And just for reference, we removed these 2 bolts. They're the exact same. They also have like a washer on them. And just note the orientation of the washer. Let's go ahead and remove the seat now. All you do with those 2 bolts out is lift straight up and slide it backwards. So pull on it. Now that we're looking in the bike, there's these 2 Phillips screws we need to remove, and this is where the air filter is. As you can see here, I removed those 2 Phillips screws. Let's go ahead and take the cover off. To get this cover off, all you do is lift straight up. Then to remove the air filter, all you do is grab it here and pull straight up. Let's go ahead and examine the old air filter. So I do see a discoloration here in the middle. If you part the grooves out, let's go ahead and bang it out over here. There's a little bit of sand, dust, silt, dirt in there. Nothing too crazy. This is the used side though, and that's what matters. So the air goes this direction, you can tell, so it's obviously doing the job. There's no holes in it because the filter is dirty. If we bang on that, look at all that crud in there. And then if we look down in there, the box is pretty clean, but I am going to spray it down with some soapy water and some microfiber towels, try to mop up a lot of that dirt. And then obviously I'm going to let it dry probably 30 minutes just to be safe. Alright, and what I did is I set a cloth right here, and then I went ahead and blew it out with some compressed air, then took some soapy water and just got rid of a lot of the dirt and the grime. As you can see here, I have the 2 air filters side by side. Looks like the same part. Obviously this is the new one, it's a lot cleaner. So let's go ahead and install it. So we're going to go ahead and put it like this. There is an up and a down, and there is a correct side. So this way with the handle, that's just going to slide in just like that. It would be really hard to put it in the other way, but who knows. And just push that all the way down until it hits the bottom. You hear it. It doesn't click, but it will bottom out just to ensure that the filter is covering the entire hole. Let's go ahead and put the cover on. It only goes one way. It's impossible to put it on the other way. So basically this lip goes against this part of the air filter. Let's go ahead and fasten our 2 Phillips screws. I have my 2 screws here. Go ahead and start the threading by hand. And then I would not recommend using a drill gun. Just use a Phillips screwdriver. Alright, now that's secure. Alright, and here I've taken off my side panel. You don't have to, but this is just to show the viewers. So this here's your air box. If you come to the bottom, there's an air filter hose that we want to check. So if we look here in the manual while changing the air filter, it says air filter check hose. If dirt or water is visible, remove the hose, clean it, then install it. So let's do that. So if you come to the bottom of the air box, as you can see, it's here. It looks like there's a little clip, so we're going to have to squeeze this with some needle nose pliers. Wiggle that off. In my case, it looks like it's already wiggled off on its own. Let's go ahead and pull this off. In mine, there seems to be a little bit of water, which I already squoze out, and then just a little bit of oil. So I'm actually just going to spray a little water just to flush the dirt out of there and let this dry. Now with that all cleaned out, let's go ahead and reinstall it. So basically I'm going to squeeze this with my fingers or some pliers and just slide this back on and snug that back up. One thing I forgot to mention before you slide this back on, just clean off the nipple just so it slides on easily, and then kind of stick something in the hole just to get out a little bit of the dirt and clean that out. Now let's go ahead and reinstall the seat. The most important thing is this thing hooks, so you almost go like this motion, then you push it down, then forward. And that just slides right up into here. Now let's go ahead and fasten the 2 8mm we removed on the first step. As you can see, the surrounding area for the bolts is a little bit dirty, so let's clean that up. Alright, and just like that, the 2 bolts are installed. Then the last 2 steps I'd recommend is one, I'm going to turn on the bike and let it idle for a minute, just so it relearns how to idle. to get that fuel to air ratio. Like I said, my previous air filter was pretty dirty, a little bit clogged. Once it idles for a minute, I'm gonna go for a good 10-minute drive just to heat things up to evaporate any water that I may have missed. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.